Blessings family, what's up? This is Lady B. Welcome to another video. And right now, we are going to talk about a few things. Some of the things we're going to talk about, as you see on my screen, is the banning of TikTok. We're going to talk about Rebel Salute for a little bit, and also going to talk about Marcus Garvey getting that posthumously pardon. Yeah, I guess I can say pardon. So basically that's what we're gonna talk about, along with any other thing else will come up. So make we just say happy Sunday, and we're going to get into the articles, right? So basically, TikTok has been banned so far, but it seems as if Donald Trump, the president-elect, is trying to see what he can do so that we can, I mean, not we, yeah, we, so that TikTok users are able to get back their service. So let's get into the article quick and fast. TikTok began restoring services to users, and this is out of Washington in the United States following a temporary and voluntary ban. So whoever gets service already, me not get it yet, so me don't know what going this. So the company said Sunday it's in the process of reinstating access after the President Donald Trump vowed to try to pause the ban by the executive order. Right? So the company said it is in the process of reinstating access. Now, this is coming from TikTok, and they're saying that they want to thank President Donald Trump for providing some clarity and assurance to the service providers that they will face no penalties, providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing 7 million small businesses to thrive, right? That's what TikTok said. And it's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. They said they'll continue working with Donald Trump on a long-term solution to keep TikTok in the United States, right? The owner of TikTok, ByteDance, voluntarily shut down service in the U.S. just hours before a Sunday deadline. Okay, so it was TikTok who did the voluntary shutdown, cutting off access to tens of millions of users after the Supreme Court upheld a law that effectively banned it over concerns about its ties to China. The law passed by Congress last year gave TikTok Chinese parent company ByteDance until January 19, that's today, to divest from TikTok or to cut off from the U.S. app. So based on the mandate, TikTok went ahead and they shut it down before it was banned. So TikToks are TikToks. The TikTok company is the one who shut it down before the U.S. banned it. Now they're waiting for Donald Trump to intervene. All right. TikTok said a sale wasn't possible and challenged the law in court, but it was rejected by unanimously Supreme Court on Friday. Trump on Sunday posted on social media that he would restore TikTok, first writing, save TikTok, and then vowing to issue an executive order on Monday to extend the period of time before the law takes effect. Right? So he's going to ask for some extension with that. Executive order mean he has the right to do it as a president-elect. In my understanding, if me wrong, no, correct me. Further, he said there will be no liability for companies that help keep TikTok from going dark before the order went into effect. Right? So he wrote that Americans deserve to see the inauguration on Monday. So all who no plan for watch it, it is Monday. Because some people don't know or don't remember that it's on Monday. All right? And Monday, as a matter of fact, is Martin Luther King Day. It's a federal holiday here in the United States. Let's continue on this TikTok article. So he wrote that He would like the U.S. to have a 50% ownership position in the joint venture, and by doing this, they save TikTok, keep it in good hands, and not allow it to stay up. Without U.S. approval, there is no TikTok. With our approval, it is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe trillions. The court decision said that the divest or ban law did not violate the free speech rights of TikTok or its 170 million users in the U.S., agreeing with the government's position that the platform could be used by China to collect a vast amount of sensitive information on Americans. So the Biden administration, they went ahead and they decided that the enforcement of the TikTok law would be left to Donald Trump's administration, right? So it's TikTok that took itself offline before the Sunday deadline. It was not the fact that it was banned. TikTok decided to get offline because they didn't want that whole, ban situation with them. So they decided that they're gonna pull their service to the U.S. Yeah. Users in the U.S. who opened the app late Sunday night were greeted with a message from the... Yes, I looked at it and I saw the message too. It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. As a matter of fact, me screenshot the message, so me can't show you what the message say. It said, thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is... Wait a minute. Back in the U.S. No, sir. We get back TikTok now. So this is a vlog, yeah, I forgot just take a U-turn. Wait a minute. No, I lie, we not get it back. You don't say, I just I'm gonna look pan. I make me pause and go do a quick research. So this vlog I forgot to take a 360 degrees turn because TikTok is now available. Breaking news, TikTok is now available. Breaking news, TikTok is now available. Right? So here we go. See, TikTok back up and running. Back up and running thanks to Donald Trump and his administration. So right now, TikTok is up and running. But I know say the Jamaicans, they must glad to rotted. Blood cleavers. Boy, I'm glad too. Me glad too. TikTok is up and running right about now. It is an honor. Everybody glad to rotted. Could me face. Me glad too. Anyway, let me continue that vlog here, yeah. So, the company pulled itself before the deadline. However, Donald Trump was able to get back, extend the permission or get permission. His executive order he used to get back the, to get TikTok back. So the app at this point, so this news here is still because right now the app is now available at this time of this vlog, January 19 at 7:41 p.m. TikTok is now available. It is available. All right, so I go jump off of the TikTok topic now and get on the Marcus Garvey topic because that is another important thing I want to talk about. So, from the president office, hold on there. From the president office. Anyway, now there are some pardoning of individuals. So it was not only Marcus Garvey, it was 5 individuals that were pardoned from the White House, from President Biden. One of the individuals, okay, I'm going to list them. The first one is Darrell Chambers. The second one, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Third one, Ravi Rajbir. Fourth one, Don Lennon Scott Jr. Fifth one, Kimbaya Smith Paradia. All right? So these persons were pardoned, right? And I'm going to get into a little part of the article. Now, the other day I was talking about when they were really asking for the pardoning of Marcus Garvey, you know. And even though he's deceased, it is still important for that to take place. A lot of people might say, no, that don't make no sense. But the other day I saw where there was this other lady, her father or grandfather had been pardoned. However, he is already deceased. And it was because he stood up for his rights back in the days when the U.S. Navy, I think she said it was the U.S. Navy, they had a lot of, you know, what you da call it, bias going on. And some people stood up for their right, and that, including her father. So that person was pardoned. So it's not just this one incident or situation. All right, so let's get into the article, and this is from wh.gov, and it says that America is a country built on promise of second chances. And as I said, this is from the White House. So as President Joe Biden said, I have my clemency power to make that promise a reality by issuing more individual pardons and commutations than any other president in the United States history. He said, today I'm exercising my clemency power to pardon 5 individuals and commute the sentences of 2 individuals who have demonstrated remorse, rehabilitation, and redemption. These clemency recipients have each made significant contributions to improving their community. All right, so I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you where these people are from, and I'm gonna give you some information regarding that. So, because we're not just gonna focus on Jamaica, we're gonna focus on some of the other persons. Meaning, I'm not just gonna talk about Marcus Garvey. I'm also gonna talk about other persons in the U.S. who have been pardoned. Darrell Chambers is from Wilmington, Delaware. Darrell Chambers is a GUN violence prevention advocate who was previously convicted of a non-violent drug offense and was sentenced to 17 years imprisonment in 1998. Shortly after his release, he joined the Hope Commission, a non-profit Wilmington, Delaware, committed to community development and violence reduction. He has studied and written about violence prevention, including his book entitled MURDER Town USA. He has furthered his education and is pursuing a doctoral degree, very good in sociology and criminal justice. In addition to co-founder of the Center for Structural Equity, he also is the executive director of the Youth Empowered to Strive and Succeed program. Advocates, lawmakers, and his mentees praise him for his commitments to the Wilmington community, efforts to reduce violence, and helping young people transform their lives. So this is one reason why he was pardoned. After he got incarcerated or convicted for a nonviolent crime, he turned his life around because he was sentenced to 17 years, turned his life around. This is our man, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, 1887 to 1940. and he said it was posthumously granted. And posthumously granted mean basically this person has been deceased, and after he's been deceased, he got pardoned. Okay, so he was a renowned civil rights and human rights leader who was convicted of mail fraud in 1923 and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. President Calvin Coolidge commuted, big up Joe Biden, his sentence in 1927. Notably, Mr. Garvey created the Black Star Line, the first black-owned shipping line and method of international travel, and founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, which celebrated African history and culture. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. described Marcus Garvey as the first man of color in the history of the United States to lead and develop a mass movement. You see how Marcus Garvey powerful? A lot of people never know them as something, you know. But I have to go get one picture of Marcus Garvey for putting in my classroom. All right, so advocates and lawmakers praise his global advocacy and impact and highlight the injustice underlying his criminal conviction. I want to say thank you to President Joe Biden because this is awesome. Even though they did not mention anything about Jamaica, this is interesting and this is good. All right, another person which I'm not going to go through to read these people because of the interest of time, but I'm going to stop right here at Marcus Mosiah Garvey, man of humility. Chow, me chat too much now. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, man of humility. Right? Man of humility. You know, so I have to go learn how to edit the video. Me do it on my computer. All right. So we're going to move on to another topic. And we're going to talk a little bit about Rebel Salute. And then we see what else we have to talk about. So Rebel Salute was held last night, Saturday night, January 18, at Plantation Cove. Persons who were part of the concert or celebration: Tony Rebel, who was the promoter, Maxi Priest, Luciana, Richie Spice, Valiant. Was Valiant there? His name, he was supposed to be there. Leroy Gibbons, Echo Minot, Louis Culture, Turbulence, Queen Africa Kids, Imuri Tafari. Then you have the girl, Daviana. Then you have Tanzania. I think I want guy that. Or two girls and one boy. Abutu. One of them must name Abutu. Something like that. All right. So that was a very big event. And it was very successful. Queen Africa did a great job. So right now I'm going to show like some few little clips of Rebel Salute. I didn't get a chance to see a lot of it, you know. So I'm going to show a few little clips. So the first one we're going to look on is Louis Culture. Let's see. Hold on. Babylon soap. And we all gonna Yes, so that was Louis Culture. You know, he has some really, really great hits. Yes, all right, make we see who next. Make we see who next. All right, make we see who next. Okay, so next up we have General Degree, the granny artist. And make we hear what this I say. That's why it look nice. Who girl them. Come back again. The girl them. Oh. Oh, no, no. That side look nice. In general degree look fresh in. Yes, that was general degree. That's excellent. That's good. That's really good. I'm at a loss for words right now. Boy, I forgot to try go some of them things they were going to Jamaica, you know. All right, so let's see if we can find some other clips. I want to find the Queen Africa clip. This is Echo Minor, guys. I'm not saying no less body, no less body, no less body, no everybody, no everybody, no everybody. This is Errol Dunkley. You didn't know that brother is so good. Errol Dunkley. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, me know that song, yeah. It look fresh too. I don't know why. Oh, why? I don't know why. Oh, okay, me know who. This is Echo Mine? No. Yeah, Echo Miner. No, I know Echo. Yo, I can't find this era at the Dunkley man. What name? I go back and see it. Them official Errol Dunkley. They must say our lady be a mix up the artists them. Sure. I don't know the thing set up. So this is the original Tony Rebel. The original Tony Rebel of Rebel Salute. All right, I could see what I say. I could hear what I say. Aili, Selassie,
Government shall be upon your shoulder. Prince of peace and rightful rule. And this man was born in Ethiopia. Someone for soldier. How you want to live a mother? You know you were here, soldier. How you want to buffalo?
Yes, family, so there's an update with Rebel Salute. Rebel Salute will be in Florida in April 20. Rebel Salute founder Tony Rebel said he'll be taking the show to Florida. That's a good move for 420, marking the first time that the 31-year-old festival will leave Jamaica. That is a very good move, Tony Rebel. Then him say, plans are far advanced, or else he would not announce it. So something that was already in the making. All right, so he said that's why they're only doing one night in Jamaica this year. And for those persons who cannot go to Jamaica, they are able to go to Florida and, you know, enjoy to Rebel Salute. He said April 20 or 420, as it's known, is internationally recognized in cannabis culture for staging of cannabis-related protests and events, and for the consumption of and celebration of the um, marijuana. So he said he was happy with the turnout. He said, "What's mine is mine. I am satisfied. The real saluters turned out and they're enjoying themselves. Whereas VIP was almost full, the same could definitely not be said of the general section." And he said, in stark contrast to another event held at the same venue 2 weeks ago, there was no traffic getting to the venue. Good performances have so far come from Tony Revel, General Degree, Echo Minor, Dan Penn, and Errol Dunkley. So that's a good move, Tony Rebel. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yes, sir. That's what's up. That is what's up. All right, what else may I go talk about? Okay, so let me talk about this because I did this video with the teachers, the principal and his wife who got hit down by oncoming motor vehicle. All right, so I'm looking at this caption and it says, "We have not been doing very well." They had an emotional vigil for the late principal and his wife. They said it was a somber night at the Jesse Ripple Primary School last Friday as loved one paid tribute to O'Neill and Kamisha Stevens, who lost their lives tragically while returning home from a holiday vacation overseas earlier this month. Students, parents, staff, and relatives lit candles, cried, and hugged each other as they spoke fondly about the two. For everyone, the couple's passing was as tragic as it was sad, leaving a hole in their hearts and a professional post they held. Kamisha's sister, Zoan Brown, the only remaining child of their mother, spoke of how the family had been struggling to cope with the pain. That has to be hard because it's not like somebody was sick, it wasn't planned. They just got tragically hit down by an oncoming vehicle. That's a sudden death. My mom is not doing so great. She's trying to be strong for everyone. She has my nieces, so she's trying to be strong for them, but she lost her daughter and son-in-law in a very tragic way. That's what the sister said. Noreen's younger son, Sheldon, who's Noreen? During the vigil, O'Neill's mother, that's the husband mother, Noreen Stevens, broke down repeatedly as the tributes were paid to the late Jesse Ripple, primary principal, and his wife. Oh, wow. That is so sad. And it's a longer article, but I'm not going to read through all of that. I have this new voice device. It's called Vocaster One. My son decided to invest in it. He said I will sound better on the videos and it will cut out some background noise and all that. So I'm trying it out to see, how it go sound. Anyway, Vybz Kartel speaks on this. Never the palm topic, but me I throw it in. Vybz Kartel speaks on mental health awareness. I saw this video on Instagram, but I didn't pay it any mind. But now I see it over here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. So, and this is from Vybz Kartel. Let me see if I can find the video on Instagram. Okay, so I found the video. So Vybz Kartel is shedding light on mental health awareness. All right. So I was looking at the meaning, because some people think say when you talk about mental health, you're talking about mental illness. So I went ahead and I said, let me go ahead and type it in on the chat GPT to see what they have to say. All right, so the difference, me type in the difference between mental health and mental illness, right? So mental health refers to your overall emotional, psychological, and social well-being, right? So it includes the ability to cope with stress, build relationship, work productively, and make sound decisions. So that's mental health. Mental health exists on a spectrum and can fluctuate over time due to life circumstances, right? So everyone has mental health, just like how everyone has physical health, right? So mental health is basically how we cope with our life situation, right? So, because everyone have life, so everyone have to cope. All right. So basically, when you talk about mental illness, it talks about a condition or disorder. You understand that a person have in terms of mood behavior. They might have depression, other things. So not everyone experience mental illness, right? But it can impact your mental health. So a lot of times people do things and that help to boost their mental health. It doesn't mean they have some kind of illness. You understand? Every day you go through things. Every day you have issues. There's issues every day, whether it is financial, whether it is social, whether it is physical, So the mental health part of it is how you cope with life struggles, right? So it's a broad spectrum. But when you talk about mental illness, it's something that's diagnosed. So mental health, everybody has mental health based on what they say, just like how everybody has physical health, everybody has mental health. So anyway, make we hear what Vybz Kartel say, and then me I go end the vlog here, because me really want to hear how we sound on YouTube, because I do have the TV playing and I have my dryer dry clothes, so I really want to see how well this Vocaster one works, and then if it works really good, then I'll most likely give it a review. All right. Well, is the Vocaster one along with a different type of microphone? I don't remember what Jordan said a microphone your name. Anyway, me a new coon to all of this. So anyway, make we hear Vybz Kartel say about mental health.
Gaza Nation.
Top of the morning.
Let's talk mental health. A lot of people in Jamaica don't talk about mental health. It's a taboo subject. Nobody now associate themselves with certain aspects of mental health when all of us go through it every day. We all go through mental health issues. We all have mental health problems. I mean, some more than others. But it is what it is, And we as a nation need to stop letting it be taboo to talk about it. We have to check up on one another. Because sometimes you don't know where a man go through, you don't know where a woman go through, because upon the outside them show a smiling face. Because life tough, so people have to just put on them best face and face the world. But sometimes them go through issues where them just need somebody to check on them, or especially for man, because a man love going like, oh, we tough and everything good, and but sometimes deep inside a voice I cry out. Sometimes if you look, John was starting to tell the people it's real. But you know, sometimes we have to check for one another. We have to check for one another. There are boundaries, yes, because you know, I look like we infringe on a man's business, but if a man is your brethren or a woman is your sister, and you see like something will go wrong, check on them. I mean, the world to them is it. They might even save all their life, Jay. This under my nose.
I'm
out.